Welcome back, trackside race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. Adrenaline-filled action here in the Desert Sun Phoenix Raceway on tap here tonight for the 5th race of the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. 4 separate winners to victory lane over the first 4 weeks of racing. Will we see a 5th fresh face to victory lane? We've got a debut night here tonight for Justin Walters and his 46 crew. Justin, one of those longtime next-gen veterans, making his first appearance here in these Gen 6 machines. So glad to see Walters back trackside. Glad to see everybody back trackside as qualifying session already underway. We'll get set to throw some of those times up to the left-hand side of your screen. But first, how you doing? How you feeling? Out there in TV land, race fans, glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside. So speaking of those times, let's go ahead and get some of that timing scoring built up to the left-hand side of your screen. There you can see, fast as always, inside of his number 19 Toyota Camry, Alex Coffey sitting top of the speed charts with that Damian Patton Real Estate pole position for the moment. Nobody able to dethrone Coffey just yet. Quick time belongs to the 19:27.64 is the fast time here in the Damian Patton Real Estate qualifying session. 16 drivers with a time lap. Justin Walters, Nigel Christensen gonna jump inside the top 5. Christensen gonna slot in third. He's still got one more lap around, and drivers have a little bit of time left as the music has faded away into the background. We'll begin to settle into tonight's broadcast here from Phoenix Raceway. You're watching Phoenix Rising 150. You'll see Walters over there to the left-hand side of your screen. One of the only drivers lit up in a different color in the field. That signifies his rookie status here with these Gen 6 machines. First time he's going to join the season, and he's going to have to overcome quite a bit of a points deficit as well. Walters making his reemergence here in race number 5. And while the track falls silent, we're going to go ahead. What do you say we get to some official business coming into tonight's race? Let's jump down into some of our championship standings as we get set to fire things off for 150 laps here from Phoenix Raceway. Alex Coffey coming into tonight's race sitting just 6 points ahead of Dustin German, Travis Smith. All three of your top three drivers have visited victory lane. Very close battle between all of them. How about Waylon McConnell? Great races, great finishes for McConnell. Has him sitting inside of the top 5. Nigel Christensen right there, just 17 points out of your overall points lead. So all the way back through 5th and even back around that 9th, 10th position. You can see just about 20 points off is Littleton, 35 points off Michael Schultz rounding out your top 10, just 36 points back. So still a lot of racing to be had here this season and a lot of opportunity to pick up some bonus points, but bonus points in the back pocket at the man that seems to have these qualifying sessions figured out, man. Alex Coffey sitting top of the speed charts, a pole position here tonight for that 19 Toyota Camry. Fast time on the field here in qualifying, belonging to Alex Coffey, man. His crew, they got to be doing something. If I'm one of the other teams out there, I'm wanting to know what's going on under the hood of that thing. I want the NextGen investigators to come see what's going on, because Coffey, man, week in, week out, fighting for pole position after taking the pole position last week. Or let me double check my words here. No fake news on the Turn 3 Racing Network last week. Yes, Alex Coffey indeed took that pole position at Darlington, walked away with the race win as well. So building in those playoff points and bonus points is Alex Coffey, and it looks like he's going to wrap up the Damian Patton Real Estate pole position here for tonight's Phoenix Rising 150 with the Turn 3 Racing Network. We're going to take a quick commercial break, head down trackside for the national anthem, so don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the boats bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
In back high above the track here with the turn 3 blimp overseeing all of the action here tonight from Phoenix Raceway. The next gen drivers heading to the cars. We're going to head a little closer to the starting grid there. You can see everybody beginning to line up. After making their way through a pre-race inspection, we'll get ready to fire things off here from Phoenix Raceway for the Phoenix Rising 150 with the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet Next Gen Racing Series. 150 laps around this 1 mile track. Fresh faces in the field. Will we see fresh faces in victory lane? Starting inside row number 1 here tonight with the Damian Patton Real Estate starting lineup. We're gonna get your rundown in just like this. Inside row number 1, inside of the number 19 Toyota Camry, Alex Coffey. Merrick Watchorn right behind him, the number 91 sneaking in a time lap fast right there, ready to roll outside pole position. Nigel Christensen, Nathan Biggert back in row number 2. Row number 3 here tonight. Familiar friends from Dirty Air Racing, that's the 80 Michelob Ultra. Machine of Brian Littleton lined up just to his outside, his fellow teammate Travis Smith. Dustin German, race winner 2 weeks ago from Smoke Show Racing in German. Improved that 7th starting position. Christopher Spencer just to his outside with Michael Schultz and Dylan Blankenship rounding out your top 10. As drivers roll off of pit lane, Brian Maskell Jr. and Damian Patton back in row number 6. Row number 7 here tonight in the Damian Patton Real Estate starting lineup belongs to Jacob Delgado and Brian Beach. Seth Steele, Roy Hyde back in row 8. Row number 9, Justin Walters and Lance Yancey, Jerry West, Zachary Compton, Waylon McConnell, Rick Snyder, Thomas Watts, and Chad Meadows round out the 24-car field here tonight from Phoenix Raceway. As the music fades into the background, we're going to hear these engines soar to life coming down the long backstretch into turn number 3. We're going to unleash the horsepower this time around. Alex Coffey into the restart zone, all the gas, and green flag flies for the first time here tonight from Phoenix Raceway. Immediately down to the bottom of the racetrack, protecting that inside lane goes Coffee. And we've got trouble. We've got trouble on the track already. Caution flag will fly. So as quickly as the green flag flies, the yellow gonna follow suit. Jacob Delgado has some issues. Let's go back and see what happened with Delgado. On the restart, you can see that 48 having issues. The outline number 48. Do it right. That is not the right way. He's gonna have a little bit of damage to fix on that machine. We could expect to see him back in the field and running here tonight. A little bit of a rough go, getting it headed back in the right directions. But look for Delgado to try to turn his night around. Quick caution brings the field to a crawl back behind our good buddy in the iRacing pace car here tonight, pulling Tudis for us. The one and only Josiah Millen out here tonight. We do appreciate Josiah flying across country, enjoying some great racing here tonight. For the Phoenix Rising 150. Glad to see our good old buddy Gary out there partying it up in, well, where else? Turn 3, ice cold beers. We've got the Turn 3 koozies out there. Go see Doug in Turn 3. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Good to see Miss Kelly joining us once again, rooting on her favorite driver, Alex Coffey, out front there once again. Kelly grabbing that Damian Patton Real Estate Pole Award here tonight, so a job well done. Looking through Tommy and Scory, trying to see if anybody came to pit road, and we do have a handful of drivers that came down to pit road. The 75 of Waylon McConnell, the 46 of Justin Walters, and the 8 of Chad Meadows, all going to come down to pit road. They'll start tail end of the field. Jacob Delgado going to stay out here, receive a waiver round, get himself back on the lead lap. So what could have ended up in a disaster has somewhat worked itself out for Delgado. He'll start shotgun Sally tail end of the field here tonight as we get set to get under fire once again. This time around, field will receive the one to go, and we'll get ready to go back green flag racing. Long way around from where the pace car ducks off to where these drivers will take the green flag. They'll roll into the Geico restart zone this time around. And we'll get ready to drop the hammer once again to get back to green flag action. Heart pounding, heart thumping horsepower here tonight from Phoenix Raceway on the gas, and green flag flies. Once again, Alex Coffey going to take the apron, but digging on the bottom. Look at Watchhorn way down there on the apron. He's still down in the apron. Looking at trying to make the bottom work, and if that isn't catfishing, I don't think I've ever seen an example of bottom feeding. Whoa, big trouble! Big trouble now. Caution flag will fly again. Watchhorn going to have some issues on the bottom of the racetrack, and he's going to collect Nathan Biggert here to bring out our second caution of the evening. Caution on the track, trouble for Watchhorn. Let's go to the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet replay. Little bit of help from behind the 24 with a bump on the 91, and that's going to be all she wrote. Along for the along for the ride from that point on. Watchhorn, just a little bit of a victim of circumstance. We'll look at it from another angle here. Catching it a little bit late, and nowhere to go for Biggert that. Bass Pro Shops Ducks Unlimited. 01 Toyota Camry going to collect some damage here. Half of the field going to come to pit road. Alex Coffey will stay out front. He will remain your race leader. Nigel Christensen going to pick up second with Michael Schultz, Christopher Spencer, and Brian Littleton rounding out your top 5. Top 11 drivers electing to stay out on the racetrack, not willing to come to pit road and get that fuel or those tires just yet. Looks like the 75 of McConnell possibly on a fuel only stop. Jerry West may indeed also be on a fuel only stop. Justin Walters possibly 2-tire stop for the 46. He's going to move just inside of your top 15. Walters going to take over that 14th position. Drivers looking to settle in. Drivers looking to begin a long green flag run. Phoenix Raceway, one of those tricky little tracks that sometimes takes a little bit of finessing in those first few laps in order to begin those long green flag runs, and just a little bit of a mistake there. Some contact between two drivers, saw another two collected and heading to the tail end of the field. And with Millen turning those pace car lights off, he's on to pit road. We are set to hit the loud pedal once again here on Sunday night for all you adrenaline addicts out there ready to roll into turn 3 side by side. The Bass Pro Shop number 19 Toyota Camry, your pole sitter here tonight. Alex Coffey leads the field back to the restart zone on the gas, and green flag flies one more time. Here from Phoenix Raceway, and Coffey shot out of a cannon. He gone on the restart, absolutely gone. Over a half a second advantage battle right now. Second and third on the racetrack. Schultz down on the bottom trying to take the position away from the DeWalt number 20 of Nigel Christensen. The Valvoline machine of Michael Schultz deep into the corner. Looking to take that second position away. Gonna grab it at the line. Crossover coming. No. Looks like Christensen willing to sit in third. Oh, we've got drivers in the wall. We've got drivers going around. We got trouble in the back. Big time trouble in the back. We've got a parking lot. More trouble in hits. The 48 gonna catch a piece of this one as well. Delgado gonna come in late and get collected here. Big time trouble now, as we see the caution flag fly for the third time here this evening from Phoenix Raceway. Trouble on the track. Let's go back. Let's take a look. See the trouble already happening. This is taking a look. No, Delgado just going to pile in a little bit there and catch a piece of that one. Rick Snyder also involved. Let's go take a look here. Let's see what happened with that number 3. Super loose, trying to save it back up the track, and there's the contact with the 86. Roy Hyde also going to catch a piece of this one. So it looks like a handful of drivers going to get caught up in this one. Rick Snyder, Jerry West, Waylon McConnell going to be involved in this one. Roy Hyde, a handful of drivers. Travis Smith, looks like Jacob Delgado, Jerry West, all going to be caught up and involved in this latest caution. So A war of attrition really going on now. Survival of the fittest. Or maybe we should say, may the odds ever be in your favor right now. Looks like a little bit of the Hunger Games going on out there. Drivers getting clipped and having to go into damage control early here tonight from Phoenix Raceway. Eight drivers involved in our third caution of the evening. We work lap number 13 here tonight from Phoenix Raceway. And it's a laundry list of drivers that have had trouble here tonight. Damian Patton, Lance Yancey, Roy Hyde, Travis Smith, Delgado caught up and involved in two separate instances. Walters, trouble here tonight. Debut race, wanted to hit the track and end on a high note. He has got a lot of sustained damage. He's going to get back out on the track, though. Walters going to look to continue on. And we'll look for some green flag racing here as the base car lights are off. Field going to go double file when we will fire things off. Once again, here in the Phoenix Rising 150, you're watching the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. So there goes the pace car. We're ready to roll one more time. Let's go high above the track for this latest restart. Let's go to the turn 3 drone cam right here, heading down the backstretch. Going to overlook the field here on this latest restart, and on the gas, away we go. Green flag flies. Once again here from Phoenix Raceway. Alex Coffey with another great restart here. We'll stay with some of these turn 3 drone cams. We've got multiples out here tonight. A little bit of action down there trackside. Let's get closer here, guys. Halfway down the backstretch. Half a lap in trouble. Brian Mescal Jr. going to get turned on the backstretch. Big pile up. Big pile up down the backstretch. This is going to catch up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drivers. Big time trouble here from Phoenix. And there it is. There's the contact. Brian Mescal Jr. going to get turned into the outside wall, and then a little bit of a melee from there. A lot of drivers going around. A lot of smoke, a lot of debris flying. We'll try to take a look from here. Brian Littleton getting caught up and involved. The 24 involved. A little bit of ARCA braking going on. The 28 going to catch a piece of this one, a little more of it. The 81 catches the 99, so a lot of scrapes. Bangs and bruises for a lot of these drivers early here tonight. You can see that Shell Pennzoil number 33. Chevy Camaro for Brian Mescal Jr. 33, former champion here with the Next Gen Racing Series. He's going to have a long night ahead of himself now. Meanwhile, we'll head back out front with your race leader, Alex Coffey, who continues to put these laps led in his back pocket. Inside of that Bass Pro Shops Club number 19 Toyota Camry, he has started from the pole position, and Coffey leading every single lap here tonight. Number 3, Rick Snyder, he's going to get himself back onto the lead lap, so getting the lucky dog. He'll join the field at the tail end, back on the lead lap with at least somewhat of a fighting chance to walk away with a good finish here tonight. And as we've already kind of mentioned here tonight, it may be a survival of the fittest kind of evening here tonight. Multiple drivers caught up in multiple events. Looks like Justin Walters still down on pit road. He's going to go back down pit road and try to fix up some more of this damage sustained. And one caution to go. Under our third caution, Walters received a pretty significant damage. Zachary Compton also in damage control mode. Travis Smith also fixing up on his number 9 machine. So with well over 100 laps still remaining here tonight in the Phoenix Rising 150, we have got a long night ahead of some of the drivers in this field. Field double file back behind the iRacing pace car, ready to go back under green flag racing conditions. Drivers catching up to the tail end of the field. We'll stay at the front with your race leader as Mr. Millen ducks off down pit road once again. Coming around the final corner, turn number 3, we're ready to drop the hammer. Once again here from Phoenix Raceway into the restart zone we roll. Can Christensen get a good jump? No, looks like Coffee gonna walk away with another whole shot. Just look how close he cuts it there down on the apron through that dog leg section of the course or through the track. And right up next to that pit wall. So as Coffee skates away, we're going to go ahead and get things underway. What do you say we drop down that timing and scoring? Let you find your favorite driver out there on the track trying to keep up with things as we do here in the production booth. Nigel Christensen right there in third. Looks like Blankenship may have had a moment inside of his Menards number 12 Ford Mustang. Blankenship way down on the apron. Close battle here after Brian Littleton sustained a little bit of damage in contact under our latest caution. Doesn't look like it's affecting that Michelob Ultra. Whoa, Blankenship goes for a ride slideways through turn number 1. Oh my. Recovery right there for Dylan Blankenship. He's going to have a big slide through the corner. He's going to collect the car and now begin to try to reel back in. Brian Littleton able to pick up that position. Breathing down the neck of the one of Damian Patton. How about that machine out there? Damian Patton, great job here tonight. Patton running well inside of that number 1. Whoa, a little bit of a moment there for Christopher Spencer. I believe that was Christopher Spencer just out front of Nigel Christensen, and yes, it was Christensen with a big slide. Damian Patton looking to capitalize. He'll move to the high side. Way down at the bottom. He had dog leg through turn number 1. Christensen still putting up a fight. Littleton right there, ready to capitalize, ready to take advantage of any opportunity. He'll make a big move now down to the inside, looking for more. He'll sneak in. What a pass for position there for Brian Littleton. He's going to outbreak that DeWalt number 20 machine of Nigel Christensen and move Littleton into 4th. Christensen now fading back to 5th. Brian Beach in the Baja Blast Mountain Dew, number 18. Chevy Camaro going to take that fifth position away now from Christensen, who's continuing this backward slide, longest green flag run of the night now underway here from Phoenix Raceway, and it looks like we do indeed have two different races going on here. We've got some hot and heavy battles just outside of your top five. There's Roy Hyde, Dylan Blankenship, Nathan Biggert, all lined up with each other. All of these drivers collecting a piece on some action at some point in time here tonight, so it's good to see all of them still running well as we close in on lap number 26. Caution. Looks like Justin Walters may be involved. Jacob Delgado in the 48 Ally machine. He's going to pick up some more damage. Let's go check the replay. The 83 into the back of the 48. Oh, nowhere to go for Justin Walters. Absolutely nowhere to go for Walters on that one. We'll take a look right on board here. Get the vantage point from inside of that number 46 machine, and there you can see he sees the trouble. It's going to wash up. No, it's not. Nowhere to go. Big impact right there for that 46 machine. That's a tough thing to watch. That's a tough break right there. Walters involved in an incident none of his own doing, and it very well may have a huge impact on his race from here on out. Walters going to be heading to pit road this time by, so as we find ourselves under caution the fifth time here tonight, we're going to take ourselves a quick commercial break, pay a few bills, and highlight some of the sponsors here with the Turn 3 Racing Network. You're watching the Phoenix 150. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them for a breast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
And welcome in the backtrack side here from Phoenix Raceway. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series Phoenix Rising 150 right here from Phoenix Raceway. How you doing out there in TV land? Glad you could all join us here tonight. We're ready to fire things off once again. 5 cautions beneath our belt. We'll see this next green flag run coming at you in just a few short seconds here through the final corner into the restart zone on the gas, and green flag flies as Alex Coffey nails the loud pedal. He's going to jump away from the field. Damian Patton with a good restart. He's going to grab that second position away from Christopher Spencer, who's going to fall back to third. Brian Beach moves to fourth, while Brian Littleton drops a spot to fifth. Dylan Blankenship now in sixth. Nigel Christensen continuing that backward slide. Christensen started in third, is now running seventh. Nathan Biggert, Brian Mescal Jr., and Jerry West rounding out your top 10. And caution flag, trouble in the back. Caution flag will fly. Jerry West involved. The 86 machine going to go around that SRTV. 86 machine has trouble. Roy Hyde also going to catch a piece of this latest action here. Let's go back. Let's check the replay. And contact between the 86 and the 33, and it looks like just an argument over real estate, and Roy Hyde, unfortunately, going to catch a piece of this one, and he's going to catch a piece of the outside wall, and that will put us back under caution once again here tonight for the 6th time from Phoenix Raceway. Race leader Alex Coffey, let's go back up here. Let's keep our eye on Coffey. What's the strategy going to be here? He's going to stay out. Still staying out here in that number 19 machine. Alex Coffey looking to pad his back pocket with some, well, we'll call it what it is, easy laps led here behind the pace car. He's going to pad his back pocket and begin to search for the most laps led here tonight. Man behind him looking to get to the front of the field. Proud Papa in that number 1 machine. Damian Patton looking to bring home a checkered flag to the new board. And again, congratulations to Damian and his wife Carmen on their new baby at home. Hope you're getting some sleep, because we know you're not. But we all know how that goes. Damian, congratulations, man. I couldn't be any happier for you or your wife, and I just hope you guys are soaking it all in and enjoying all of the beautiful moments that truly come with becoming a parent. It's a lot of hard work. There's going to be a lot of things later on down the line, but Damian, you know, I know your type of character, and I know you're going to do well, my man. So again, congratulations on the new baby and stepping your foot in fatherhood. Let's see if you can stamp that foot in victory lane here tonight from Phoenix Raceway. This time around, field should receive the 1 to go. The boss man in the flag stand going to give him the peace sign. We'll have 2 more laps around before we go back. Green flag racing. Brian Mescal Jr. back onto pit road to fix some of that damage. Chad Meadows, Jerry West also on pit road. Jacob Delgado still thrashing away down there in that Ally 48 machine. Delgado caught up and involved in multiple incidents here tonight, and it has left him on pit road for quite an extended stay. 2 retirements here tonight. Merrick Watchhorn in the number 91. He's going to walk away with 24th tonight. Michael Schultz, tough break for that number 24 machine. The DuPont number 24. We're going to head back behind the wall as well, and the 24 of Schultz will finish back in 23rd. 22 cars still here on the track. Jacob Delgado still going to have a long fix ahead of himself. And 21 drivers on the track at this point in time. All 21 drivers on the lead lap. One finger wave, we're ready to roll once again here from Phoenix Raceway. You're watching the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series Phoenix Rising 150. The man on that outside lane, the Uber One Jekyll controls. Number one, will Damian Patton be able to get by Coffee and begin to lead a handful of laps here? Coffee just able to utilize being the control car to his advantage over these opening laps, but I'm telling you, that one seems to be quick. Patton already up 10 positions from where he qualified here tonight, so Patton definitely has some speed under the hood of that bow tie on the gas. Green flag flies once again here from Phoenix Raceway, and Patton stays to the high side. He's going to stay way to the high side. He's not going to challenge or contend for that top spot, but he's going to easily keep second. Christopher Spencer slides into third. Brian Beach going to take over that fourth position. Meanwhile, battle for fifth and sixth between Brian Littleton and Dylan Blankenship. We'll watch this battle unfold as that Michelob Ultra number 80 down on the bottom of the racetrack. A little bit of a loose condition coming off of the corner. Close through. Ooh, the dog leg. Littleton and Blankenship all over each other. How about Nathan Biggert? Big return back inside of the top 10, knocking on the door of a top 5. Now that Bass Pro Shops Ducks Unlimited 01 machine recovering well here. Good to see that Camry back up front. And as we cross the line, lap number 40 underway, we'll drop that Tommy and scoring back over to the left-hand side of your screen one more time. Still side by side for that fifth and sixth position. Brian Littleton, Dylan Blankenship continuing to go at it. Drivers at the front of the field beginning to step away from each other half a second between your top three drivers. Coffee leads Patton. Brian Beach right there running in third. Fastest lap of the race going to be turned in last time around by the man at the front of the field, your pole sitter. Alex Coffey going to run a 28-25 here in race trim. And that's going to be the fastest lap of the race so far. So Coffey, fastest lap of the night, has led every lap so far. Walked away with the Damian Patton real estate pole position. So padding his back pocket with those bonus points is Coffee. So as this battle rages on, we're going to jump around just a little bit. What do you say, race fans? Let's see what we can see around the track. This battle between... Oh, trouble! Trouble on the back stretch, and it looks like Dylan Blankenship and Christopher Spencer are going to have some trouble. Yes, indeed, it is that SRTV number 11 machine that's going to have some trouble. Tough break here for Christopher Spencer. Caution flag going to fly on lap number 44. Bring the field, or lap number 42, we apologize. Bring the field back to a crawl. We'll take one more look at it here. Yeah, just a big loose condition there for the 8. He's going to get all sorts of out of shape. Nowhere to go for the 12, and it's going to be on from there. Small contact for both of the drivers, but significant enough to send them both down pit lane. You can see both of those fast forwards heading down pit road. This time around, Alex Coffey, he's going to elect to come to pit road. He will relinquish that race lead for the first time here tonight. New race leader inside of the D-Wall. The Toyota Camry, Nigel Christensen, will take over that top spot. The 48 going to get one of his laps back, so Delgado going to the high side. Walters, Beach, Blankenship, Spencer, Biggert, Littleton, Compton, Smith, Schneider, McConnell, Meadows, West, Blankenship. A large, vast majority of this field coming down pit road under our latest caution looks to be just about your top 7 staying out on track, and there is still one driver yet to hit pit road, and here it is, Nigel Christensen, way down there on the apron, trying to save a little bit of fuel here. I think the 20 may have worked himself into a strategy play that he was not ready for. Big difference on the tires, big difference out there for how drivers are going to be getting back up to speed when we drop the hammer and go back green flag racing. But first, I want to show you this here, if we can. Do we got that out there, guys? Do we got that? And I believe we do. Let's throw that up for you. There you can see some of that tire strategy. Christensen yet to make his first stop. Dustin German stopping 27 laps ago, 16 laps ago for Lance Yancey, then all the way back to a 38 lap stint, a 10 lap stint. So drivers a little bit all over the board here on the tire strategies. Man, I'm telling you, it's gonna, man, this is gonna get good. This is gonna be one of those restarts where there's going to be a ton of things going on. I guarantee you. Well, here we go. Josiah steps away, and the field is left on their own. They'll head down the long backstretch here at Phoenix Raceway. Lap number 47, getting ready to get underway here in the Phoenix Rising 150. Drivers knocking on the door of only 100 laps remaining. Little bit of games played on this latest restart. Christensen going deep in the restart box before nailing the gas. That will catch just Dustin German off just a little bit. Now side by side battle. Roy Hyde, Lance Yancey going at it for the final spot on the podium right here. Ford versus Chevrolet. With that Cobra Jet Ford Performance, number 77 of Lance Yancey, up 15 positions from where he qualified. Lance looking to battle for that Jekyll Controls Hard Charger Award. In the hands of Thomas Watts right now, up 16 positions. So Lance definitely has an opportunity to take that bonus point. What a run here by that 77. Nice and clean through the field. Move Yancey to third. Little bit of a hornet's nest still raging on behind him. Roy Hyde, Damian Patton going at it as that Uber 1 Jekyll Controls machine moves to the bottom of the racetrack looking for position, but here comes those fresh tires. Alex Coffey going to move his way to the bottom of the racetrack, up and around Yancey. That's going to move Lance back to fourth. Coffey runs in third and begins to run down your race leaders. Still passes being made for position all over this racetrack. We're going to go back here and look at this battle raging on. Brian Beach, Rick Snyder, Seth Steele. Brian Littleton diving to the inside of the 28. Littleton dives to the inside of that Nesquik number 28 machine of Seth Steele and takes the position away. Nathan Bigger going to follow suit as well. Beard going to move to the bottom. Move the 01 to 15. Wrangler 83 has a little bit of a moment there. Thomas Watts moves way up the racetrack. Handful of drivers making some evasive moves to get by. Now Biggert and Littleton going to go side by side, going underneath that 83. Both going to pick up a position. Oh, buddy. It looks like Delgado having some issues on that backstretch. A lot of action all over the racetrack. Let's jump back here just inside of your top 10. Dylan Blankenship, Brian Beach going at it. Roy Hideaway, Lynn McConnell, all right here. Hyde's under fire. McConnell looks to the inside. Blankenship gonna dive it deep into the corner and trying to get that Menards number 12. The forward bite that he needs to get out. Oh, and Patton into the outside wall. Damian Patton into the outside wall. And there is more trouble ensuing. Looks like Rick Snyder, Thomas Watts, Chad Meadows involved in an accident. That's going to cause our latest caution to fly here tonight. That's going to be caution flag number 8. Let's go back. Let's see what happened to Patton. Here he is, just kind of stuck on that outside lane. Drivers working their way by. A separate incident behind him, collecting the rest of the drivers involved in this one. Thomas Watts, I apologize. Rick Snyder, Chad Meadows, all going to be involved in a separate incident. Let's go back here. Let's check out this Lucas Oil number 8 machine. Just sandwiched, nowhere to go. The 8's trying to work his way around, but just can't quite clear. And he's going to catch a piece of the action as we head back up front with your race leader, Alex Coffey. Resumes your race lead, and he's going to resume patting his back pocket with those laps led, looking for the bonus point. A lot of drivers down onto pit road this time around. Looks to be right at your top 10, all staying out on the track. Justin Walters going to be the last driver on old tires in that 10th position. Christensen, Mescal Jr., Biggert, Hyde, Spencer, Meadows, Steele, Compton, Watts, Patton, all on to pit road. This latest time around, Jacob Delgado going to receive the lucky dog, get yet another one of his multiple laps back. With the pace car lights off, we're ready to fire things off once again here for the Phoenix Rising 150 with the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. While you're here, while you're at it, head on over to Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. You can find a link right down in the description. If you're in the market for a new or used car, check out DaleEarnhardtChevrolet.com. Into the restart zone on the gas. Alex Coffey fires things off. Once again here from Phoenix Raceway out to a good jump. Once again goes Coffey. Dustin German. Oh, we got trouble. How did they sort it out? Oh my gosh. Close racing action here back in the tail end of the field. We've got action in the mid-pack as well, running the high line. In his Menards, number 12 goes Dylan Blankenship, trying to work his way behind Nigel Christensen. Down on the bottom of the racetrack, Brian Mescal Jr., the Benzoil 33. Contacted Mescal Jr. Oh my. Big slide for Brian Mescal Jr. White knuckle moment, but the wheelman keeps it from any contact. Wow, that got a little sketchy. We won't lie. That was pretty sketchy. So Mescal Jr. with a huge 45-degree slide through the corner. Track officials going to wave the caution flag here for the 9th time tonight at Phoenix Raceway. We'll go back behind the pace car once again. Field crosses the line. Lap number 65 goes on the board. Pace car lights are off. We will get set to fire things off once again here from Phoenix Raceway, just around the corner from the halfway point. And we have got a lot of drivers in damage control here tonight. A lot of big names with some issues. Justin Walters back onto pit road. Brian Mescal Jr. back onto pit road. They'll both make their way to the tail end of the field as we get set to fire things off here for our latest restart. Caution flag number 9 flies here tonight as field heads down the backstretch and into turn number 3. We'll get ready to hit that loud pedal and make some noise once again from Phoenix Raceway. Back on the gas and away we go. Green flag flies with that one's going to continue to take that extreme low line. And keeps that top spot without any troubles. Big mess back here in the field. Brian Littleton side by side with Nathan Biggert. Biggert going to work his way to the bottom of the racetrack. Put that Bass Pro Shops Ducks Unlimited number 01 into the 7th position. Only high rank covering well here tonight as well. The 00 going to move inside of the top 10 for the first time in quite some time. Lap number 67 well and underway. Littleton looking back to the bottom. Not going to make the move. Not going to have room to put the nose to the inside of. Biggert will run side by side down the back stretch. Biggert looking for position. Travis Smith right here running the high line. More action between teammates as Roy Hyde and Brian Littleton go at it. They'll go at it for 7th and 8th now. Hyde making some moves on Lance Yancey. Yancey going to lose that position, and Lance going to move back to 7th. Oh, contact outside wall. Brian Beach goes moving to the inside. How do you keep it out of that inside wall in the Mountain Dew Baja Blast number 18 machine? I have no idea, but oh my. A lot of big moments tonight, a lot of white knuckle moments tonight for a handful of drivers here in the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. Phoenix Rising 150 right here from Phoenix Raceway, race number 5. Well and underway here tonight, just around the corner from the halfway point. Now, I tell you what, we'll go ahead and start things a little bit early. What do you say we give you your mid-race report, your driver highlights in spotlights as we watch your pole sitter, your race leader, the man on the verge of leading the most laps here tonight. Well out in front, 2.5 second advantage for the man at the front of the field, looking for back-to-back race winning performances. The Georgia native Alex Coffey shows the way. Great recovery here tonight, in control of the Jekyll controls. Our Charger Ward Roy Hyde gonna sit 14 positions in front of where he qualified here tonight. Hyde now sits in second. Nigel Christensen going to round out your top 3, and we're going to have trouble on the track caution flag will fly, and that's going to bring it into the mid-race report for just a moment here. We're going to look back. We're going to try to see what went down here. Dylan Blankenship, Justin Walters, Jacob Delgado, Christopher Spencer are all caught up and involved in this one. Oh, there it was. Trouble. Spencer Delgado's going to pile in. Blankenship involved. Big trouble on the back stretch. And that will put us under caution for the 10th time here tonight. So with that being said, race fans, we're going to use this opportunity to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with all your green flag action right here from Phoenix Raceway. And we rejoined the track back with action already underway. Alex Coffey out to a good jump on this latest restart. We're watching Nigel Christensen as he deals with Roy Hyde. Hyde in that double O right there had to get on the binders pretty hard to avoid contact. How about the recovery here from that Uber One Jekyll Controls #1 machine of Damian Patton? You seen him in the outside wall just a handful of laps ago, and here he is knocking on the door of a top 3 position once again. So Patton will not be denied. That one is heading to the front. With our latest incident on track here tonight, the line number 48 of Jacob Delgado will call it an end to the evening. The 48 will go back behind pit wall and head to the hauler. The 48 will finish in 22nd. Handful of drivers still on pit lane. Christopher Spencer, Dylan Blankenship going to collect enough damage to keep them relegated to pit road for quite some time. We'll have 19 drivers still out on track with only 18 left on the lead lap. Brian Beach in the Baja Blast, number 18. Chevy Camaro sitting first driver, 1 lap down in that 19th position, and Alex Coffey has secured the most laps led award here tonight. It's all going to come down to whether or not he can finish it off and walk away with the checkered flag and the Jekyll Controls. Our Charger Award still up for grabs. Waylon McConnell right here in that good wrench number 75 machine, just in front of Lance Yancey, in control of that bonus point at this point in time, up 15 positions from where he qualified, but he's got trouble. Lance looking to make a pass, and that would put him even with Hyde sitting in second, and the nod would go to Roy, finishing higher in the running order. So right now, that Jekyll Controls. Our Charger Award also hot and heavily contested. Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, Alex Coffey enjoys a 1/16 of a second advantage over Roy Hyde. Nigel Christensen in third, Damian Patton fourth, and Brian Littleton rounds out your top 5. Top 3 starting to separate themselves just a little bit. Damian Patton right here all over Christensen. 7/10 of a second back to the battle for the final spot inside of your top 5. Brian Littleton and Lance Yancey going at it for that 5th and 6th position. We're going to watch this battle right here continue to unfold for the final spot on the podium. Nigel Christensen, Damian Patton going at it. Seth Steele trying to make some moves deep in the field. He's trying to work his way inside of the top 10. Travis Smith trying to recover after an early incident here tonight. Oh, and big trouble there for Patton. He's going to bounce it off of that outside wall. So contact with the outside wall for that Uber One, number 1 of Patton, and that's going to move him back into the clutches of Brian Littleton. He's going to move back into a 3-car battle now. Look at the cars lined up behind him. Nathan Biggert, Waylon McConnell, Travis Smith, Zachary Compton. They're all trying to make some moves. A little further back outside of your top 15. Here to see a battle between the Lucas Oil number 8 of Chad Meadows and the 83 of Thomas Watts down there on the inside of that golden black Wrangler's jeans. Number 83 Machine Walters looks to take the 16th spot away. Brian Mescal Jr. laboring here after early contact and issues. That Shell Pennzoil, number 33, looking for position on Jerry West. And as we headed around the track and around through the field, Roy Hyde began to close in on Alex Coffey. We'll go back to the front. Let's check out the battle for the race lead. Closing in on the 100 lap threshold here tonight. Alex Coffey has led almost every single lap here tonight. I believe it's about a 10 lap window that he has not led from that. Damian Patton, real estate pole position. Coffey looking to dominate here tonight in the Phoenix Rising 150. Roy Hyde right there behind him. Hyde looking to get to victory lane for the first time this season, sitting outside of your top 5 in the point standings. Hyde came into tonight's race sitting 23 points out of that top spot. A race win would go a long way, even though Coffey is patting his back pocket with those bonus points. Roy Hyde still wants that first win. What was a 2-car battle now begins to be a 3-car battle as Nathan Biggert has worked his way down into the inside, takes that second position away from Roy Hyde. Hyde going to slide back to third, and here comes Lance Yancey, the Ford Performance. Super Cobra moves into fourth, moves into control of that Jekyll Controls Hard Charger Award. Right there sitting in fourth, Nigel Christensen slides back to fifth. Lance Yancey picking up yet another position, move Lance to third. Biggert with a move to the bottom. He takes the race lead. The first time we've seen anybody make a pass on Alex Coffey under green flag racing conditions. Nathan Biggert flexing some muscle late in this run. Last time Biggert was on the pit road was back at lap number 74, so about 22 laps ago. Much fresher tires on that number, on that 01. Lance Yancey also fresh tires, and I believe this is where this speed is coming from. Alex Coffey last to pit road back on lap number 43, so 50 plus laps on the tires for Coffey, and he's going to be a sitting duck here as Lance Yancey moves his way right to the bottom, right around move Lance into second. Biggert stepping away with those fresh tires at the front of this field. A 1 second advantage over Lance Yancey, who's starting to walk away now from Alex Coffey, who may be rethinking some of that pit strategy. Alex Coffey going to move back to third. Roy Hyde in fourth. Nigel Christensen fifth. Zachary Compton, Brian Littleton, Waylon McConnell, Travis Smith, and Rick Snyder round out your top 10. And as we move across the 100 lap threshold, if you haven't already, race fans, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love, and as always, drop that thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. With us, myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're sliding in to say hey, or you are one of those dedicated fans, friends, family. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. Alex Coffey gonna stop by pit road this time around. Chad Meadows has some issues on track, but we're gonna say green flag racing here. We're gonna jump back in. No caution. Caution will fly. Chad Meadows with issues and caution. Flag will fly. This could bite Alex Coffey in the behind. So trouble on the track after Alex Coffey elected to come to pit road. Where is Nathan Biggert? This is going to be big. Does Coffey make his way into the box? He does. Alex Coffey into his pit box. Nathan Biggert gonna stay out. Lance Yancey, Nigel Christensen, Roy Hyde, Compton, Littleton, McConnell, Smith, Snyder, Mescal Jr., German West. Everybody else to pit road. And it looks like down, out, and away, Alex Coffey may have saved his race, and he is just going to beat the pace car around Alex Coffey, able to keep himself on the lead lap, and now he's going to be sitting in a little bit of a catbird seat. Well, maybe not so much here, as a lot of drivers in front of him going to have just as fresh on tires. Coffey should be able to pick up a handful of positions, but he may be starting outside of your top 5. And no, he's going to beat him around. Coffey going to restart in 3rd. Oh, man. Less than 50 laps remaining here tonight from Phoenix Raceway, and the Phoenix Rising 150 for the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series Gen 6 season right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. You'll find them each and every Sunday night. Get your adrenaline fix late night tip right here with Dave in the Cave and all the guys and girls back at the Turn 3 Racing headquarters. We've got pace car lights out, field double file. Once again, they'll pull those belt straps tight, get those elbows up, head down, and we will fire things off once again here from Phoenix. On the gas, and green flag flies once again here from Phoenix Raceway. Nathan Biggert off to a good jump, but he's going to be a sitting duck, I think, here. No pun intended with that Ducks Unlimited sponsorship on those quarter panels. And no trouble! Alex Coffey with trouble! Alex Coffey with trouble. Lance Yancey with issues. Oh no. Caution flag will fly for the 12th time here tonight from Phoenix Raceway. Caution flag will fly once again. Trouble on the track. Lance Yancey caught up involved in this one. Looks like Alex Coffey also involved. There you can see Coffey just off in the distance. Little bit of contact from Roy Hyde, and that's going to do it. Oh, and Lance Yancey, hard impact. hard impact with that outside wall. That Cobra Jet Super Snake number 77 Ford Performance Machine will be heading to pit road. Meanwhile, front of the field will join race leader Nigel Christensen inside of that D-wall. Number 20 Toyota Camry. He's going to have Brian Littleton just to his outside for this latest restart. We're going to step away for just another brief commercial break, pay one of our final few bills. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
In back trackside, once again, race fans here from Phoenix Raceway. You're watching the Phoenix Rising 150 with the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. Want to give a big shout out to Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet coming on board as the title sponsor this season. You can find them right there in Newton, North Carolina, your headquarters for everything Earnhardt Chevrolet related. They've got a great souvenir shop over there. You can also find some great gifts and souvenirs at DaleEarnhardtChevrolet.com. So before you check out, remember to fill that cart. They've got some of the greatest memorabilia around where it all originated. The original Intimidator spot. That's Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. We'll restart the race with just 40 laps remaining here from Phoenix Raceway. Josiah gonna take that pace car back down pit road. I believe it may need an oil change. Look to see like there was a little bit of fluid dripping out of the bottom of that Ford Mustang pace car. We'll see if the Fords on track are any better built. They are built Ford tough, but well, we'll just leave my opinions out of it. Back at the front, no opinion needed. Nigel Christensen brings the field to the green flag here. And Phoenix Raceway, Christensen going to shoot out of a cannon to separate himself by over a half a second. Now Compton and Littleton going to go at it second and third on the racetrack. Waylon McConnell, Brian Mescal Jr. How about the recovery for the 33? Mescal Jr. caught up involved in at least 2 incidents here tonight. Whoa, Brian Beach, big issue. Big issue at the back of the pack for Brian Beach. The 18 Baja Blast Chevy Camaro almost has some trouble. But how about the recovery from Brian Mescal Jr.? Yes, only up 6 positions here tonight, but caught up and involved in at least 2, if not 3 incidents. Great recovery here as Mescal Jr. rounds out your top 5. The Jekyll Controls Hard Charger Award right now up for grabs between the guys running 3rd and 4th on the racetrack. Zachary Compton, Waylon McConnell going at it 3rd and 4th on the raceway. Both up 17 positions from where they qualified 20th and 21st here tonight in the Phoenix Rising. 150 involved now, battling for the final spot in the podium. But don't look now, Brian Mescal Jr. might have a little something to say about that. How about this Monster Energy number 3 of Rick Snyder? Snyder caught up and involved in an early incident here tonight. He's recovered very well, up 16 positions from where he qualified. Snyder has moved his way to the front. 99 of Dustin German all over his rear deck lid right now. Let's take a look as German heads to the high side, looking for a position. He's going to grab that spot and head down into turn number 3. Let's go on board here. Let's grab a few camera shots from around the track. Let's jump on board now with the man running in third position. Waylon McConnell, look up there at your race leaders, Nigel Christensen and Brian Littleton, beginning to heat things up for that top spot. Lap 115 will go on the board this time by. Jump on board now with Travis Smith as we go high above the car right here, just over that left front. Taking a look at that 86 of Jerry West, running well here tonight. West sitting up 10 positions in that 9th spot. Mr. Smith looking for a handful of positions, looking for a little bit of points here, looking to improve that third place point standings. He's got to try to run down Justin German and Alex Coffey, who are right off in front of him. He'll jump back outside of the guard for some of these final few laps. Hot battle here inside of the top 10. The set steel starting to close in with that Nesquik number 28 machine onto the tail end of Travis Smith, who runs in 9th. Jerry West battling with Rick Snyder for 7th and 8th on the racetrack. Dustin German, Alex Coffey also going at it. Brian Littleton moments ago was able to take that top spot away. Littleton to the race lead for the first time here tonight. Can Brian Littleton be our 5th different race winner in 5 different races? Only one driver inside of your podium positions has been to victory lane, and that is Nigel Christensen. But struggling just a little bit here, Christensen fading away. With lap 120 behind us, we are down to just 30 laps remaining here in the Phoenix Rising 150 for the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. Top 3 start to separate themselves. It's going to be a close battle right here for the 4th and 5th position. Zachary Compton holding down that 4th spot in the 81 machine. Dustin German looking to get his number 99 Ford Mustang up into that 4th position and trying to run down a spot for a podium. Alex Coffey, after that trouble, just does not seem to have the speed that he once did in that Bass Pro Shops Club number 19 Toyota Camry. Rick Snyder sitting in the 7th position, looking to try to close in on him. Travis Smith, Roy Hyde right there rounding out your top 10. Lap 122 goes on the board here from Phoenix Raceway. Alex Coffey with a move on Dustin German, looking to the bottom of the racetrack through turn number 2. They'll grab that spot and head down the backstretch into turn number 3. Damian Patton has some issues, Patton with some troubles. The Uber 1 Jekyll controls number 1 of Damian Patton down on the apron, limping around the track. Trouble here tonight for Patton. And you know, not inside of the top 10. We're going to go back here. We want to take a look at the newcomer. In that 946 Designs number 46 machine Chevy Camaro, Justin Walters making his reemergence on the scene, rejoining these next-gen drivers on track. Tonight's race was supposed to be a celebrated debut night, up 4 positions from where he qualified, recovering tremendously. And that's going to be a common theme as I talk about some of these drivers over the course of these next handful of laps. Under 25 to go. Walters caught up and involved in at least 3 to 4 incidents here tonight. And the fact that he has still got that machine out there running, still running competitive laps, goes to say a lot about not just the driver behind the wheel, but the crew down there on pit road. Perseverance indeed on display here. Brian Mescal Jr. under fire. Nathan Biggert will take that 11th position away. Mescal Jr. gonna fall back to 12th, and a familiar face right behind him. Brian Mescal Jr. trying to keep Justin Walters behind him. We'll take a look off at the tail end of Mescal Jr.'s 33 Shell Pennzoil machine. Just looks to be struggling with grip. Have to use that high line, and that's going to let Justin Walters work his way right on through. No problem, no harm, no foul. Move Walters into 12th. With just about 20 to go, we'll jump around the track a little bit. Let's go check in on the 77 of Lance Yancey Solo out there on the track, running the final spot on the lead lap in that 17th position. Damian Patton going to bring his machine down to pit road. Brian Beach also on to pit road. So that's going to leave us with 17 drivers on track. All 17 left on the lead lap. 5 drivers retiring early here tonight. Christopher Spencer, Dylan Blankenship, Jacob Delgado, Michael Schultz, and Merrick Watchhorn all down and out of tonight's race. 20th all the way through 24th, but we've still got a lot of racing action to be had here tonight. Upwards of 20 miles remain here at the Phoenix Rising 150. Snyder starting to close back in on Dustin German. Travis Smith surging to the front late here in the run with just 20 laps to go. Do these drivers have enough fuel to make it to the end of tonight's race? Just off in front of them, 2-car battle. There you see Compton and West going at it. That's going to be 5th and 6th on the racetrack. Alex Coffey making his way back inside of the top 5. Coffey going to grab that 4th position away. Waylon McConnell still sits in 3rd, but a hot and heavy battle for those top 2 positions. Let's go back here. Christensen regaining the race lead. Littleton running in 2nd, and here comes McConnell. Looks like Brian Littleton starting to fade away. Nigel Christensen running the first few laps a little easy. May have saved a little bit more tires. Alex Coffey starting to reel back in that Michelob Ultra number 80. And right when it looked like Coffey's night of dominance was coming to an end, here he is, 16 laps to go, 1.5 seconds behind the race leader, and he has got a ton of speed inside of that Bass Pro Shops Club. Number 19 Toyota Camry back off of turn number 2 down the backstretch to turn number 3, still trying to work over Brian Littleton for second. Dustin German, Roy Hyde going at it for position. There you can see these two drivers making their way out of turn 3 back across the start-finish line with 15 laps to go. Roy Hyde has the position, but German wants a little more. Alex Coffey now taking that second spot away. A lot of action here. We're going to be jumping back and forth. Here goes Waylon McConnell. McConnell right on the 80s bumper as well. Coffey moves to second. Now Littleton looks to protect that final podium position. With race leader Nigel Christensen out by a 1.7 second advantage, can Alex Coffey somehow find the pace? 2/10 faster last time around the racetrack, but I don't believe that's going to be enough to get him there in time. Lap traffic may come into factor here late in the race. We've got drivers out there on track. Looks like Lance Yancey may be moments away from having to battle to keep himself on the lead lap. And yes, it is. There he is. Lance going to move to the top of the racetrack. Not much of a battle there as Christensen going to make his way around. Now it's going to be all about how quickly Coffey can clear that 77 of Lance Yancey. A 1/10 of a second faster last time around. How about this time across the stripe? He's going to be much quicker, over a 1/2 second faster. And look at the gains by Coffey. 1.8 seconds, 8-second deficit with 14 to go. We're going to cross the line this time around with 10 to go, and Coffey is within 1 second of your race leader. Here we go. You wanted a good finish. You got one last week. You're going to have one this week. Here comes Coffey. Less than 10 to go. 4/10 is the separation. Nigel Christensen looking to go back to victory lane for the second time this season. Opened up the season at Daytona with the race win. Christensen looking to go back, but Coffey wants to be the first back-to-back race winner this season, and he is there. How hard are these two previous race winners willing to run each other? Will they lay it all on the line, checkers or wreckers, or will we see some heavyweight blows being thrown over the course of these final 7 laps? Oh, and Coffey big loose. Big loose condition there for Alex Coffey. He's going to save it by utilizing that apron. big moment there for Coffee. He's going to give up 0.3 of a second that last time around. He's going to have to reset and rerun this one. Brian Littleton starting to make his way back up, possibly be able to battle with these top two, but Littleton solidly now into third. More lap traffic in front of your race leaders. The 8 of Chad Meadows going to keep it to the high side up against that outside wall. Coffee going to have to check up just a little bit, and caution. Oh, caution, flag flies. Brian Mescal Jr., Nathan Biggert caught up and involved in this one. Trouble on the track, sees the 13th caution flag fly here tonight, and that's going to move us into green-white checkered territory. Brian Mescal Jr. has problems. Nathan Biggert also caught up and involved in this, and we'll take a look at the replay. There you can see locking her down. Looked like something maybe broke right there. Gonna take another look at it here. The car just turns dead left right there. It looks like maybe some steering components broken on that 01 Bass Pro Shop Stucks Unlimited. Toyota Camry of Nathan Biggert. And Biggert will have some problems. That's going to put us under caution for the 13th time here tonight. Strategy play. Strategy play front of this field. Oh boy. It looks like we've got some drivers staying out on track. Travis Smith, Zachary Compton, Thomas Watson, Nathan Biggert also going to stay out on track. Pace car lights set to go out this time by. First attempt at a green-white checkered underway here in just a handful of moments. Late race strategy has got your top three drivers on track, looking to parlay their way into a podium finish here tonight. Can Travis Smith now become a two-time winner here this season? He's going to roll the dice. He's got that race win to fall back on. We'll see if this is going to be the good move for Smith. Pace car down and away. We are set to fire things off for our first attempt at a green-white checkered here in the Phoenix Rising. 150 for the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. Travis Smith, your control car. The 81 of Zachary Compton just to his outside. Watson Christensen back in row 2. Coffee, dominant driver. Going to start third car inside lane, and green flag flies as Smith nails the loud pedal, gets off to a good jump. Christensen and Compton going at it, second and third, and Christensen gonna make short work of that position. Here comes that 20. Back around the track, we'll see the white flag fly. Final lap. Oh no, we got a caution. We got a caution. Caution flag will fly. Caution flag will fly. Before we get back to the line, let's go right to the replay. Stack up right here. Big mess. 2, 3, 4 wide. And 4 cars turning, spinning, getting caught up in this one. That will bring us under caution once again here tonight. So we'll go under caution one more time. We'll set things up for our final attempt at a green-white checkered. The next yellow flag will end the race. Or will we see that checkered flag fly under green flag racing conditions? We'll find out here in just a short moment, but first, let's hit one small quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back trackside as the field will receive the one to go this time around. We are down to our final green-white checkered attempt here from Phoenix Raceway. You're watching the Phoenix Rising 150. Nigel Christensen will be your control car, your race leader at the line. Travis Smith lined up just to his outside, looking to get back to victory lane once again. Brian Littleton looking to break through and grab a checkered flag for the first time this season. Another previous race winner just to his outside, in that Bass Pro Shops Club number 19 Toyota Camry Coffee looking to finish things off here tonight. Fastest lap of the race, pole position, most laps led. Coffee just searching for a checkered flag. Well, here it is. It all comes down to this overtime restart. Will we see the green, white, checkered, or will a caution in tonight's Phoenix Rising 150 through the restart zone? We roll all the gas and green flag flies for the final time here at Phoenix Raceway. Nigel Christensen going to take that inside the lane. Littleton going to follow through. Coffee looking for a crossover as Smith heads to the high side of the racetrack. Smith outside of your podium positions now has in trouble. Smith loose on the backstretch, and that's gonna do it. Caution flag flies once again here tonight from Phoenix Raceway, and I believe that will put an end to tonight's race. That's going to be our final attempt at a green, white, checkered, and Nigel Christensen will be scored as your race leader. Brian Littleton walking away with second, and Alex Coffey will finish in third. And indeed, that will do it for things here tonight from Phoenix Raceway. Nigel Christensen will walk away with the checkered flag as your race winner. And a wild night here in the desert sun at Phoenix Raceway. That's going to do it for us here in the production booth. We're going to step away and get things set up for your post-race interview. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back trackside high above with the turn 3 blimp above Phoenix Raceway. What a night here tonight for the Phoenix Rising 150. And we're going to dive right into your post-race show. Let's see if we can't dial up the driver that walked away with yet another pole position, led the most laps and had the fastest lap, coming up just a little bit short here. Let's see if we can dial up and have a few words here with the man that walks away third. Alex, it's Dave. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, man, I know it's probably a little disappointing into your evening here tonight. Dominating car out there. You led the most laps, fastest lap of the race, walked away with yet another pole position. I mean, a little bit of a rough go here tonight at Phoenix, but is there anything you can hang your hat on about still walking away with a podium?
Yeah, all three of those bonus points you just mentioned, and a top three in the race. Never mad at a top three. It's a good points day. Glad my teammate won. Good job to Nigel. And yeah, if we didn't get that little trouble there, might have been up there. I kind of burned him up pretty good trying to get back up there. So didn't really have the time on those last few restarts to file anything out, but it happens.
Well, Alex, I do want to congratulate you on a back-to-back pole performances, another podium finish for you as well. So consistency beginning to show up for you in that 19 crew. But before we let you go here tonight, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, maybe thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Yeah, shout out Turn 3 Network and you for doing the broadcast. Shout out Jags, everybody puts the league on, Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. And shout out to Nigel for the win. And shout out to TJ, my spotter, and my Twitch viewers tonight. I would like to shout them out too.
All right. Well, Alex, as always, it's been a pleasure, my man, and we'll see if we can catch up with you in next week.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, there you go. Final few parting words from your pole sitter, the man that led the most laps, that walked away with the fastest lap as well. Alex Coffey gonna parlay his quick Bass Pro Shops Club number 19 into the third and final podium spot, and that's gonna move us right along the list. For the first time this season, we're going to catch up with our good old buddy inside of that Michelob Ultra number 80 machine out of Dirty Air Racing, Brian Littleton. Way to finish off a little bit of a rough go here tonight at Phoenix Raceway, up 3 positions from where you qualified. How you feeling about your first podium?
Happy I didn't die. That was rough. Just glad we made it through without too much damage. And was able to. I was looking for a top 5, but I'll definitely take the top 2 for sure.
Well, not dying is always a plus, especially when you're behind the wheel of a race car. Just saying.
Right.
Well, man, a little bit, I don't want to say necessarily a little bit of a rough go for you so far this season. You're inside of the top 10 in points coming into tonight's race. A solid podium finish like this, definitely going to vote well for you, as a lot of drivers had trouble here tonight. But is there anything you can build on from here as we move forward?
I think just the consistency, work my way back into a rhythm and just do what I usually do. Just be careful, and usually it works out for me.
Well, it's been quite some time before we had an opportunity to talk to you, Brian. We hope we don't have as long of a drought as we did this first time. We'll see if we can't catch up with you in the next few weeks. But before we let you go, you know how we do things here, so we're gonna step back, and the mic is yours.
Yeah, I just take a minute to thank everybody in the admin team for putting this stuff together. Obviously, without them, we don't do this. Thanking Jags for doing what she does. She does a lot of behind the scenes work that nobody really even knows. Definitely wouldn't be doing it for sure without her. Thanking you up in the booth. Always look forward to listening to your stuff on Monday at work. Thanks to the family for letting me do this every week and putting up with me on here. Congrats to Nigel on the win.
All right, well, Brian, as always, a pleasure to catch up with you at the end of these things. We hope this is the first of many more to come, and we'll see just when we get to have our little brief conversation again. Until then, my man, stay safe and keep it fast.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
All right, there you go. The Wellsboro, PA native Brian Littleton going to get back into form. He'll walk away tonight up 3 positions from where he qualified in the 2nd position, and that's going to move us directly into victory lane. We're going to talk to the man that walks away with the checkered flag, your first 2-time race winner here in the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet Next Gen Racing Series. Nigel, how you feeling after capturing this checkered flag?
Feels pretty good, man. It's exciting. We had to deal with some cautions early on, but getting a nice long run there at the end and then finishing it off like that was exciting. It takes a lot to be able to beat Alex Coffey. You need a lot of things to go right in order to do that, and we just had just enough things happen to where we could to beat him. He's good enough probably to be a pro, so it's always good to get an advantage on him.
Well, the chips kind of fell in your lap, and you took it from there and ran away with this thing. We don't want to take away from anything that you did here tonight. You led a handful of laps earlier this evening. You kept yourself within striking distance all night long. You were right there when you needed to be, and sometimes it takes just a little bit of luck to push you past that breaking point, and I think that's what happened for you and your 20 crew here tonight, so congratulations on your 2nd race-winning performance. Before we let you go and soak up all the champagne and all the race-winning festivities here from Phoenix Raceway, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at your shop?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody in the league that puts us on. You guys over at Turn 3, you guys do awesome. And I want to thank Blaine Wilson. He was my spotter crew chief tonight. He really helped me out throughout the whole race. Alex Coffey, he really has helped me grow as a sim racer, and I'm really thankful to have him as a friend and a teammate. I want to thank my dad for watching and supporting me and being there for me. And so just excited and happy to be talking to you today, Dave.
Well, Nigel, a pleasure catching up with you. Pleasure watching you capture the checkered flag for your team. I believe this is going to be the 2nd week in a row. It's going to be your 2nd time in victory lane. So congratulations with all that. We hope it's the first of many more to come. But until next time, my man, stay safe. And as always, keep it fast.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, there you have it. Final few words from victory lane. Nigel Christensen walks away with his 2nd checkered flag of the season. Rick Snyder going to walk away with the Jekyll Controls Hard Charger Award. Snyder going to finish back in 5th inside of his Monster Energy number 3 machine. So what a race, what a night here tonight. Oh, and producers already hitting those buttons. It's time to run down your unofficial race results of the Phoenix Rising 150, taking the top spot, checkered flag in hand. Inside of that number 20, it's Nigel Christensen. Brian Littleton walking away with 2nd. Alex Coffey rounds out your podium drivers here tonight. Roy Hyde with a good finish. He'll finish in 4th with Rick Snyder and the Jekyll Controls Hard Charger Award in 5th. Justin Walters going to finish out in 6th here tonight in his 946 Designs Mason Dixon Motorsports machine. Seth Steele back in 7th. Lance Yancey recovering for 8th. Dustin German 9th with the 86 of Jerry West rounding out your top 10. Waylon McConnell in the 75 machine. He'll finish in 11th. Nathan Biggard back in 12th. The number 9 of Travis Smith. Late race Trumbull's final lap of the race. Smith going to go for a spin, and he will finish in 13th. Zachary Compton back in 14th. Thomas Watts 15th. Chad Meadows in 16th. Brian Mescal Jr. in 17th. The Uber 1 Jekyll Controls number 1 of Damian Patton going to walk away from Phoenix tonight in the 18th position. 19th on track here tonight belongs to the Mountain Dew Baja Blast number 18 machine of Brian Beach, Christopher Spencer. And the 11 machine back in 20th, Jacob Delgado 21st, Dylan Blankenship 22nd. Michael Schultz in 23rd with Merrick Watchhorn rounding out the the 24 car field here tonight from Phoenix Raceway. What a night, what an evening. If you haven't already, race fans, show these drivers some love and appreciation. Let them know you enjoy everything they bring to the table each and every single Sunday night right here live on the Turn 3 Racing Network. So go ahead, you know you want to join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Drop these drivers that thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side to get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you each and every time you stop by, whether you're sliding in to say hey, or you are one of those dedicated fans, friends, family, or maybe one of our many sponsors. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Speaking of sponsors, big shout out to title sponsor Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. Are you tired of being in the slow lane? You need yourself a new car? Head on over and see one of the sales representatives right there at Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, or head down in the description and click the link over there to DaleEarnhardtChevrolet.com. Don't forget about the souvenir shop. Great original Intimidator merchandise on sale over there. Big shout out to everybody back at Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. Big shout out to everybody joining us here tonight. Without you, there would be no us. So with that being said, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.